Vasudeva Paraveda,
Vasudeva Paraveda,
Vasudeva Paramakha,
Vasudeva Paramakha,
Vasudeva Parayoga,
Vasudeva Parayoga,
Vasudeva Parakriya,
Vasudeva Parakriya,
Vasudeva Param Jnanam,
Vasudeva Param Jnanam,
Vasudeva Param Tapa,
Vasudeva Param Tapa,
Vasudeva Paro Dharmo,
Vasudeva Paro Dharma,
Vasudeva Paragati.
Vasudeva Paragati.
Revealed scriptures, the ultimate object of knowledge is Sri Krishna, the personality of Godhead. The purpose of performing sacrifices to please Him. Yoga is for realizing Him. All cumulative activities are ultimately rewarded by Him only. He is supreme knowledge, and all severe austerities are performed to know Him. Religion or Dharma is rendering loving service unto Him. He is the supreme goal of life.
Vasudeva Sarvamiti Sa Mahatma Sudurlava. The same verse in the Bhagavad Gita is explained here in the Srimad Bhagavatam, as it is said in the Bhagavad Gita, Bhaunam Janmanam Ante Gyanavan Mang Prapaddate Vasudeva Sarvamiti Sa Mahatma Sudurlava. There are many Mahatmas, many Yogi, Jnani, Karmi. They are all good. But if they do not approach the ultimate goal of life, means approaching Vasudeva, then Samaeva hi kevalam dharmasyanasya tappangsam Vishakshena kathasujat notpadayad rating jadi samaeva hi kevalam. You can execute your religious principles, you can execute dharma, dana, tapakriya, charity, dharma, dana, you can execute severe austerities, penances, but if you do not approach Vasudeva, Sri Krishna, then the Shastra says, Samaeva hi kevalam. In another place it is said, Aradhita jadi haris tapasa tata kim. If you can approach Vasudev, Hari, Narayan, Krishna, Vishnu, the same, Rama, Nishinga, Bara, Advaita, Achyuta, Anadi, Ananta Rupam. Vasudeva has got Ananta Rupam. Ananta Rupam means, this is described in the Srimad Bhagavatam, just like if you sit down by the side of a river and the waves are flowing, you cannot count how many waves are going on in your front. Similarly, how many forms are there of Vasudeva? That is very difficult to count. Advaita, Achyuta, Anadi, Ananta Rupam, Adyang Purana Purusam Navajauvanancha, Vedeshu Durlava, Adurlava Atma Bhakto, Govindamadi Purusam Tamaham Bhaja. Absolute truth is one, Advaita. Advaita is one. Brahmeti, Paramatmeti, Bhagavaniti Sarvati. Absolute truth is one, but he is realized in three phases. Brahma, impersonal Brahma, localized Paramatma, and the Supreme Personality of Godhead. They are one. Vadanti tat tattavidas tatyam jadgyanam advayam brahmeti paramatmeti bhagavaniti sabdati. The absolute truth is one. one who knows the absolute truth, he knows that Brahma, Paramatma, Bhagavan is same objective, but they are realized by different devotees or different knower in different features. The example is given in this connection. Just like if you see from a very distant place one hill, you will find just like a cloud, hazy cloud. If you push forward further, you will find something green. But when you actually approach the hill, you will find there are many houses, many animals, many trees, varieties. So the absolute truth, when it is realized by our limited understanding, the absolute truth appears as Nirbishesh, impersonal Brahma. Similarly, when we try to meditate upon the absolute truth within our heart, he appears as Paramatma. Yogis, dhyanavasthita tadgatina, manasa pasyanti yang yogina. But at the ultimate issue, he is Vasudeva, Krishna, origin. Advaita, Achyuta, Anadi. Krishna has no source. He is the original source of everything. Janmadasya jataha, aham sarvasya prabhava. These things are there. So, Krishna is the original cause of everything, cause of all causes, but he is independent. Sarat, that is described in the beginning of Srimad Bhagavatam. Janmadasya jata adnayat itaratascha arthesu avigna sarat. Sarat means completely independent. He is not caused by anyone. And he says also in the Bhagavad Gita, Matta parataram nanya kinchidasti dhananjaya. So he is the origin, Vasudeva. Therefore, all activities should be targeted to Vasudeva. Vasudeva Sarvamiti. This is the aim of life. Unfortunately, they do not know it. People in general, they do not know it. That is ignorance. This material world is full of ignorance. Therefore it is called tama. Tama means darkness. We do not know. The human civilization at the present moment, at least, it is always at the present moment, it is completely in darkness, that they do not know what is the aim of life. Nati vidu sartha gatin Vishnu. Everyone is very intelligent, at least he thinks like that I am attaining my interest of life in different ways, but actually one does not know what is his actual interest. Nati vidu sartha gatin, satisfaction of our interest. Everyone is interested, but they do not know what is actual interest. The actual interest is to search out Vishnu or Vasudeva. Therefore, here it is said, Vasudeva para Veda. You are studying Vedas, that's all right. But do you know what is the end of the Vedas? That is answered by Krishna himself. Veda ishta sarvai ahameva vedyam. This is the end of. You are a very nice student, great student of Vedas, but do you know Where to end? Where is Vedanta? No. Vedanta, Veda means knowledge. Do you know what is the end of knowledge? They'll talk of Vedanta, but minus Krishna. This is going on. They are known as Vedanti minus Krishna. But what is the use? Samai vahi kevalam. Simple wasting time. Simply wasting time. Here it is clearly said, Vasudeva para Veda. If you are a student of Vedas, then you must know that ultimately you have to know who is Vasudeva. In the Vedas there are prescription of sacrifice, so many different types of sacrifices, yajna. So, yajna is the name of Vishnu. Another name of Vishnu is yajna. In the Bhagavad Gita it is said, yajnarthe karma, karmakandya, rituals, religious rituals. This is meant for yajnarthe, sacrifice, or Vishnu. In every sacrifice there must be Vishnu. Those who are Hindus following the Vedic principles, any yajna, any sacrifice, any religious ceremony you perform, there must be Yajneshwar, Salagram Sila. Without Salagram Sila, no yajna sacrifice can be performed. Here it is said, Vasudeva Paramakha. In the Vishnu Puran, it is said, Varnasamacharvata Purusena Parapuman Vishnu Aradhate Pungsang Nanna Tattu Sukaranam. The whole aim of Varnasam Dharma, Chaturvarnam Maya system Gunakarma Vibhagasa, the Brahmanas, the Kshatriyas, the Vaishyas, the Shudras, the Brahmachari, the Grihastha, the Vanaprastha and the Sannyas. This is called Varnasam. This is the form of human civilization. Unless one comes to this point of executing the Varnasam dharma, he is animal. Dharmena hina pasubhi samana. This is dharma. To execute Varnasam dharma. That is dharma. So if anyone is not executing this Varnasam dharma, he is animal. Pasubhi samana. That is not accepted as human civilization. When Ramananda Raya was questioned by Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, what is Shraddha and Sadhan? What is human duty, Shraddha? And what is the end of sadhana? Sadhana means cultivating something with the aim of objective. So this question was put to Ramananda Raya by Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. What is the aim of human life and what is the process of executing that will? So immediately Ramananda Raya said that Varnasamacharvata, the beginning of human life is to execute the Varnasama dharma. Varnasamacharvata Purusena Parapama. Why Varnasam? The Vishnu Aradhate. If you properly execute your Varnasam dharma, actually it is now pervertedly spoken as Hindu dharma. Hindu dharma is a vague term. Real dharma is Varnasam dharma. In Hindu dharma we don't find any Vedic literature, neither in the Bhagavad Gita. It is a nomenclature given by the Mohammedans, Hindus, from Sindhu, Hindu. Anyway, now we are known as Hindus. The Hindu is a vague term. A real term is varnasama. Varnasam. 4 varnas and 4 asas. This is dharma. And this is given by God Himself. Just like Krishna says, Chaturvarnam maya system guna karma vibhagasa. It is given by God. You cannot manufacture dharma, religion. No. Dharmantu sakshat bhagavat pranitam. Dharma means the codes, the regulation given by God. That is dharma. That is dharma. Otherwise, it is not dharma. And therefore, Krishna says, Sarva dharman puritajya mamekam saranam bhaja. That is dharma. Obedience to God. Religion means obedience to God. Nowadays it has become a fashion to drive away God and make a so-called show-off religion. Drive away, no God. Just like our secular state. Don't think of God. This is bothering. Kill God, conscious secular state. Don't talk of God, Ravana's secular state. Without God, what is life? If you do not follow the codes or the rules or the laws given by God, then what is your religion? That is not religion. Dharmantu sakshat bhagavat pranidam. Just like the state can give you laws, there is legislative assembly of the state, they can enact laws. You cannot do at home. You cannot do. That will not be accepted as law. Similarly, our Vedic principle is religion means the codes and the rules and regulations given by God. That is religion. Krishna says, God says, Manvana bhava mad bhakta mad jaji mang namaskuru. This is religion. Vasudeva paro dharma. Dharma, here it is said, that it should be given by Vasudeva, and it must be approved by Vasudeva, Krishna. Vasudeva means son of Vasudeva, Krishna. So, Om Namo Bhagavati Vasudeva. So, either you perform dharma, either you perform yoga, either you study Vedas, either you work, whatever you do, it must be targeted, the ultimate goal should be Vasudeva. Then it is perfect. In many places it is explained, Sanusthitasya dharmasya samsiddhi haritosanam. You may accept any kind of dharma, it doesn't matter. Sanusthitasya dharmasya. How you are becoming perfect in executing your dharma will be tested how far you have satisfied the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Sanusthitasya dharmasya atapung vidija sreshta varnasama vibhagasya. Everything is very nicely explained in every sloka, in every chapter of the Vedic literature, especially in the Srimad Bhagavatam. Sanusthitasya dharmasya atapung vidija sreshta atah. Therefore, after saying so many things, Dijasreshta, Naimisharana. So still Naimisharana is there, Nimsar. So in that Naimisharana all the sages assembled, and the conclusion, the resolution was Atapungvi Dijasreshta. All the great Brahmins, learned Brahmins, Dijasreshta. Dija means Brahman, Kshatriya, Vaishya, but Sreshta means Brahman. Dija Sreshta. Atapungvi Dija Sreshta. Atapungvi Dija Sreshta Varnasama Vibhagasa, because human civilization means accepting this Varna Asrama. There must be classification, not that everyone is the same. Everyone on the same level. Everyone on the same level means Shudra. No knowledge. No knowledge, no philosophy, no culture. Simply eat, sleep and animals life. So, atapung vidijasya varnasama vibhagasa must be there. The present civilization is suffering because there is no such thing as varnasama vibhagasa. There is no selection, that there must be the most intelligent class of man, Brahmana, the real Kshatriya, who can give protection to the people, Kshatriya, that is real Kshatriya, and Vaishya, who can actually give protection to the cows and produce agricultural products and trade, and Shudras, ordinary liberal class. There must be divisions, they must be trained. I have repeatedly said in America that there is draft board, they call conscription, they call any young man to the military department, but most of these boys, young men, they try to avoid this military. Most of them. One of the causes of the hippie movement is due to the government's draft board. They want to avoid it. So I have repeatedly said, why do they avoid? In India still we have got some martial races, the Jats, the Sikhs. They will be very glad to accept military training still, because there is Kshatriya spirit. But in other countries they have been made all Shudras. How they can take up Kshatriya spirit? That is not possible. So, according to this Varnasama, there must be training. Some classes of men must be trained as nice Brahmanas. Some people must be trained as nice Kshatriyas. Some people must be trained as nice Vaishyas. And Shudra does not require it. Everyone is Shudra. Janmana jayate Shudra. By birth, everyone is Shudra. Sanskarat bhaved dija. By training, one becomes Vaishya, one becomes Kshatriya, one becomes Brahman. Where is that training? All Shudras. Then how can we expect good government? Shudra government. All the Shudras are taking vote by hook and crook, and they are occupying government post. Therefore their only business is, Kali in this age especially, mlecha rajanna rupina, eating and drinking, eating flesh, drinking wine, mlechas, javanas. They are accepting government post. What good government you can expect? Forget good government for millions of years. Unless you establish this varnasam dharma, there is no question of good government. There must be first-class Kshatriya who can take charge of the government, just like Parikshit Maharaj. He was on his tour, and as soon as he saw that one black man was trying to kill a cow, immediately took his sword. Who are you, rascal here? That is Kshatriya. That is Vaishya, who can give protection to the cows. Krishna Goraksha Vanijam, Vaishya Karma Sabhava. Everything is there clearly. Where is the culture? Therefore this Krishna consciousness movement is so important. The leaders of the society, they should take very serious attention how you can improve the social condition of this world. Not only here, everywhere, sir. Simply it is going on in ignorance and illusion, everything. Vague, no clear idea. Here is clear idea. Vasudeva Paraveda. Veda, knowledge. You are educating people, but where is your education? To teach people about Vasudeva, about Krishna. Bhagavad Gita is prohibited. Vasudeva was speaking about himself, but that is prohibited. And if somebody is reading, some rascal is reading, he is making minus Vasudeva. That's all. Bhagavad Gita minus Krishna. This is going on. Whole nonsense. You cannot expect human civilization in a nonsense society. Here it is the real purpose of human life. Vasudeva Paraveda. Vasudeva Paramakha. Vasudeva Parajoga. There are so many yogis, I can clearly say, that without Vasudeva, yoga. Simply pressing the nose, that's all. This is not yoga. They say in Europe and America, the yoga principle is very popular because they think by practice of yoga, they will have very good health and they can use their senses very nicely. That is yoga system. The fatty woman goes to the yoga class for reduced fat. That is yoga system. Somebody is going to practice yoga system for making right the liver action. Here is yoga. Vasudeva Parajoga. Krishna also says in the yoga chapter, Sankhya Yoga chapter, Krishna says, Yoginam api sarvesam madgata antaratmana sadhyavan bhajati jomang samijukta tamo mata. He is yogi. That is yogi. Not for health's sake or curing the liver disease or reducing fat, yoga system. This is not yoga system. But people are so much absorbed in the bodily concept of life. Everything they want is in connection with this body. That's all. Instead of Vasudeva Parajoga, there is Sharira Parajoga. Sharira Parajoga. Farce. These are all farce. So, Vasudeva Parajoga, Vasudeva Parakriya, all the activities should be the same thing. Kriya means Varnashram Dharma. Everyone is engaged in his own work. Brahmana is engaged in his own work. Kshatriya is engaged in his own work. That is all right. But the ultimate goal should be Haritoshanam, Sanusthitasya Dharmasya. It doesn't matter whether you are Brahmin or a Kshatriya or a Vaishya and Sudra, it doesn't matter. Just try to see by your work whether Krishna or Vasudeva is being satisfied. Vasudeva Parakriya, Vasudeva Param Jnanam. Jnanam, cultivation of knowledge. What is that cultivation of knowledge? To understand Vasudeva. Therefore Krishna says, Bhaunam Janmanam Ante. So-called knowledge, speculation, philosophical speculation without understanding of Vasudeva means he has to continue such speculation for life after life. Therefore Krishna says, Manusyanam sahasreshu koschit jatati siddha. Jnanam. Jnanam means knowledge. So, if you immediately take to Vasudeva, Bhakti Yoga Prayajita, Vasudeva Bhakti Yoga Prayajita, Janayati Asu Vairagam Jnanancha. The ultimate goal of knowledge is to know Vasudeva, but if you take to Vasudeva directly, then Vairagam Jnana, Janayati Asu Vairagam Jnana, immediately, very soon, automatically, ahitakam, without any cause, you understand what is knowledge and what is Vairagya. So Vasudeva Parakyanam, all scientific research should be to know Vasudeva. In Boston I was invited in the Massachusetts Technological Institute. Yes. So first of all I questioned the students that you have got technological department, that where is the technology where we can understand the difference between a dead man and a living man. What is the thing is lost that a body is called dead body? What is that technology? So I talked on this point, the student appreciated very much. Actually there is no technology. Why a man is dead? What is the machine? What component part of the machine is missing? You can replace it. But where is the technology? There is no technology. Because there is no knowledge with reference to Vasudeva. Simply superficial. Bahirarthamanina. They do not know what is the purpose of knowledge. They are taking interest, taking care of these bahirartha, external things. Bahirarthamani. Nati vidu sarthagating Vishnu. This is knowledge. Sarthagating. To approach Vasudeva, Vishnu. But without that knowledge, they are simply taking outward. Just like Darwin's theory. He has no knowledge. He is simply studying this body. That's all. So one who is interested to study this body, he has been described in this Shastra as ass and cow. Jashatma buddhi kunapeti dhatuke sadhik kalatradisu bhavama jat tirtha buddhi salilena karehichi janesu avignesu saeva gokala. The bodily concept of life is meant for the animals, it is not for the human being. Therefore, Vasudeva parang jnanam, Vasudeva parang tapa. People are taking to so much austerities, just like modern scientists, they have discovered the atomic bomb. That is tapasya, of course. It is tapasya. But that kind of tapasya was done by Hiranyakasipu also. What is the value of such tapasya? Tapasya must be to understand Vasudeva. Vasudeva parang tapa. If one has actually undergone severe austerities of life to understand Vasudeva, that is perfect tapasya. Otherwise it is simply Hiranyakasipu or the manufacturer of the atomic bomb. They are also undergone severe austerities. It is not manufactured all of a sudden, but it requires brain and perseverance. They are manufactured. But what is the value? Killing value. The killing, it is automatically being killed. You discover something that people will not die. If people are dying, you are accelerated the death process, that's all. And they want to take credit out of it. We have discovered this scientific. And that is not knowledge. Here it is said, Vasudevang parang tapa. Vasudeva paro dharma. Vasudeva paro dharma. Unless we come to that point, dharma, religious principle, savai pangsang paro dharma. That is paradharma. Jato bhakti radho khaji. Ahituki apratihata jayatma suprasidati. By executing religion, one should be satisfied. But unless he comes to the point of Vasudeva, he will never be satisfied. Jena atma suprasidati. If we learn to love Vasudeva, jato bhakti radho khaji, then we will be satisfied by executing religion. Otherwise it is superficial. Dharma sanustita pangsang vishaksena kathasaja notpadayadurating jadi. If one is not interested to hear the katha, Vasudeva katha, sramaya bhai. Similarly, only formalities will not help. We must enlighten ourselves. We must enhance our propensity to hear about Vasudeva. Savanam, that is one. Simply formalities will help us very slowly. One who is interested in hearing about Vasudeva, his progress is very quick. Otherwise, it will be simply formalities. Vasudeva paradhanma, Vasudeva paragati. The ultimate goal, go back to home, back to Godhead. Vasudeva paragati. So, this verse is very nice. Srimad Bhagavatam, essence of knowledge. Vasudeva para, Veda Vasudeva paramaka. We should take advantage of the study of Srimad Bhagavatam, the direction then our life will be successful, our aim of human life, mission will be fulfilled. That is the Krishna consciousness movement. Thank you very much. Hare. Chant.